I'm 34. Sexually, I just moved out of puberty. As you might know, I'm on this path of sexual awakening, and I feel like I just stepped into being an adult, stepped into being a grown-up. Contemplating on this sexual awakening journey, I feel like there's a few different stages, just as a normal human being. You are a baby, a child, you go into puberty, you go into adultery, and then you become an elder. Hopefully, also sexually, I will be an elder. My puberty kind of lasted a long time. For me, it's got to do with not being conscious about me as a sexual being. I suppressed that part of me because I was the good girl and the nice girl. When I had sex, I was not very much in tune with my desires and with my needs. It was not a discovery like it is now. What does my body want? What does my body need? But it was more like, okay, this is how it's done, and I'm doing it. And now looking back on it, I'm aware that it was like that. I think it's time to celebrate. Woohoo! Yeah, the celebration that I'm an adult, and that doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes. I still do make mistakes, and I still think it's hard to tap into my bodily needs and desires, tuning into myself and at the same time tuning into the other person in each specific moment, and to not run my program like, this is how it's done, or to have the goal. Being a sexual grown-up also means to deprogram myself, to decondition myself. One of the strongest programs is to have a goal, and the goal would be, for me it would be penetration. As an elder, I'm imagining that I am able to witness myself and express myself, like to keep both parties fully present, or at every moment during the intercourse to say, hey, come back, or to realize very quickly that I was gone, or to see where the other partner is at. But I'm honoring where I am at now. I am no longer a teenager anymore. I stepped out of puberty, and I wrote a blog about it in which you can read my experience and the different stages and what they mean. I hope they might clarify something for you, the different stages in sexuality. Not as a means of judgment, because you are where you are at right now, but maybe to become a little bit more conscious about where you are at, or maybe you have different stages. Yeah, but celebrate where you are at. Don't judge, be aware. And I feel that being aware of where you are at and honoring that can help transform, can help you move through to a different stage. Allow yourself to make mistakes and allow yourself to be gentle. I'm telling you right now, but actually I'm also telling me, because I think that's one of the hardest parts, when you're learning and you're like, hey, I'm there, yes, I'm doing it right. And then of course you make mistakes again, and that's part of the learning process, to make sure you fully embody the lessons you have to learn. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for listening to me, and I wish you a great sexual awakening journey. May it be blessed with love and care. See you next time.